Hello, citizens of YouTube land.
Hey!
It's your vice president and your president today. It's a little backwards today, because I'm talking. You're going to sit this one out now. You're welcome.
But before I do, wish us a happy birthday, guys, because while this was supposed to have went out yesterday,
As of the recording.
It's 4 years for us. And also, it's 55 years of Scooby-Doo, which brings us to today's review, Aloha Scooby-Doo. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Aloha Scooby-Doo is a 2005 animated adventure film and is the 8th in a series of direct-to-video animated films based around Scooby-Doo Saturday morning cartoons. It was produced and completed in 2004 by Warner Brothers Animation and released on video on February 8th, 2005 by Warner Bros. Family Entertainment, though it features a copyright logo for Hanna-Barbera cartoons at the end. And on May 13th, 2005, Cartoon Network aired the film for their big premiere. So yeah, it basically has two release dates, February 8th or May 13th, depends on which one you want to go for.
Fair enough.
The film was directed by Tim Maltby, I think I pronounced that right, and is starring the voice acting talents of Frank Welker, Casey Kasem, Mindy Cohn, Greg Delisle, Ray, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Ray Bumatai,
Tia Kari, right?
Yep.
Terry Garr, Mario Lopez, and Adam West. Yeah, really, there's nothing else much left to do for this. Oh, it was also one of the two films to first be re-released on Blu-ray in 2011. So, with that being said, the film opens up with this surfing competition in which we see, what was his name, Manu?
Yeah.
Yeah, we see Manu surfing, and then we get this guy that literally has like a pig snout, guys. Like, his nose is a pig snout. Like, we can insert this meme here.
In this picture. They're the same picture.
And it's the exact same. Like, it's the exact same thing. I'm pretty sure he's part pig.
Well, we do meet his long-lost cousin later.
No, they're the same person. We just meet his twin later on in the film. Alright, so he's basically like, yo, chill out, dude. And by the way, that voice sounds familiar.
Yeah, the voice of Manu?
Yeah.
Wonder where that could be. Perhaps it could be from here?
Of course. So, with that being said, basically, his girlfriend Snooki gets kidnapped by these things called by this surfing monster thing called the Wiki Tiki. And that is then when we're introduced to the Scooby Gang, in which Fred is teaching Shaggy and Scooby how to hang glide. And what's really funny is Fred's like, oh yeah, I don't know how to stop you. I didn't get that far in the instruction manual. It's like, they're like, what? And so they like have a very hard landing. And then it's Casey Kasem voicing Shaggy, by the way. I thought I should mention that because he's like the best Shaggy other than Matthew Lillard. But basically you have, so Casey Kasem's like, who knew that these two chickens could fly? So basically everybody's leaving this like beachfront town in Hawaii, and Daphne then she turns out to be a designer for this surfing company. I think it's like Gono Oahu or something like that.
Go Ha Aloha.
Yeah, Go Ha Aloha or something like that. I don't know. I don't
care. By the way, happens to be the sponsor for Manu.
Yeah. And also, it turns out that the guy is actually we then hear Adam West.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
guy is voiced by Adam West, and you can very much hear the fact that it's Adam West.
And Adam West's character is a hippie who's selling a bunch of crap to tourists, and he just happens to, he happens to live in a...
Well, here, first and foremost, Velma points out something strange, shown here.
Years old, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
Which is pretty much the exact same thing as everybody's favorite inspirational speaker from here. So, yeah, that happened. And basically, after that, we then see the Wiki Tiki attack the village again. And then Fred and the rest of them are like, okay, well, it looks like there's a mystery afoot. Let's go. And Manu basically, leads them to the Wiki Tiki, and he's like, the Wiki Tiki's near. And so then he, runs off. He's like, ah! And then the Wiki Tiki's like, oh!
You're forgetting about the little miniature mini tikis.
Oh, yeah. They're CGI, though, so I don't want to show them.
Okay.
Because CGI looks bad. I'm sorry, the CGI just looks bad, guys.
All right, then.
Do I not have a fair point or not?
Yeah, I guess you do.
Okay, so basically...
But fair enough, it was 2005.
Yeah, basically after that, they then go into this cave thing that turns out to be the actual volcano itself, in which I'm thinking to myself, they're in a volcano. They should be dead.
Somehow they just survived the gases and the lava and the heat.
Yeah. And then you get this really they somehow go into this part, right? And then the cave system above them just kind of collapses and basically blocks their path behind them. There's some sort of Prince of Persia. They're in some sort of Prince of Persia level, by the way. That's what that's reminding me of, because I've seen that happen way too many times playing Prince of Persia games.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So then after that, you have they then fight Snooki, who runs away in terror, screams of terror. She's just like, ah! And just runs and books it. And they're like, wait, no, we want to help you. And then the Wiki Tiki comes and starts basically nearly sleeps with the fishes because of the lava, but then hops back up, and then they get into this chase scene. Oh yeah, I forgot about the bats. There's a Easter egg to Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? With the bats.
Probably about done here.
Yeah, it's once you see it, you can't unsee it. Oh yeah, and I forgot about Gilligan as well.
So they're coming along, right? And they happen to come across this, skeleton. And the skeleton is, it's shown here.
Just sit right back and hear a tale of a fateful trip that started.
Yeah, it's Gilligan, guys. They straight up have Gilligan dead in that cave.
Not dead. Sleeps with the fishes.
Yeah, have Gilligan slept with the fishes in that cave. So
one has to wonder, that's probably why he never got off that rotten island, because he slept with the fishes.
Yeah, so basically they then patch up a scheme to catch the Wiki Tiki, and well and behold, the Wiki Tiki is actually Manu.
No, who could have guessed that the Wiki Tiki, who just happens to be a superior surfer, would also be Manu, a superior surfer?
Yeah, at first Dad thought it was the real estate guy, which I would like to point out, he's voiced by Tom Kenny, who, if you don't know, is actually SpongeBob.
The reason why I thought it was the real estate guy is because, 90% of the time, it is the real estate guy. It's always some guy in a rubber mask wanting to steal a bunch of land from the locals. So he comes up with this crazy pirate ghost idea or whatever. And yeah, that's Scooby-Doo.
Why did you just describe the plot of Pirates Ahoy?
I don't
Scooby-Doo
know.
Pirates
I've
Ahoy.
never even actually watched that before.
But that's the exact same plot of Pirates Ahoy.
Continue.
Okay. So then Mono's like, at least I can be the big Kohana, right?
The big kahuna of Honolulu or
Hanahuna or something
like that.
Yeah, the big kahuna of Hanahuna. And then this mayor lady, I completely forgot about her because she doesn't even really serve the plot that well. She then is like, not so fast. The actual new big kahuna of Hanahuna is actually Scooby-Doo. And then Mario says in this clip that he lost to a dog. Don't worry, Mario. You'll become a dog later on.
This is true. Now, one other thing about this whole situation that I have to point out about is Scooby-Doo always wins the fantastical contest that he never even actually enters in the first place.
Yeah, he never even entered to participate in this.
No, he did not.
Place. But
nobody signed him up. He just somehow won.
He's Scooby-Doo. Don't just roll with it.
Exactly.
He's Scooby-Doo, guys. Just roll with it. What can I say except for the fact that this film is fun? Like,
it's very fun.
In fact, you know what? Like, this is like the type of movie that I used to watch as a kid a lot. In fact, I did watch this a lot as a kid, along with Monster of Mexico, which we should cover that sometime.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes. I agree that it's a very fun movie. It's a very sweet movie. And the visuals with the CGI, irregardless of, the visuals of the movie it's very colorful and very eye-catching and really kind of sets the Hawaiian setting up quite a bit. And voice work, as always, from your Scooby-Doo cast is top-notch. Nobody has any kind of stutters or anything like that. It's all delivered very professionally. And even though I have no idea who the director of this actually is, he did a good job. And he did a good job producing it because he was the producer, too.
Yeah, he was one of the producers along with Joseph Barbera.
So with that being said, guys, I guess it's final rating time for this one.
I give this a solid 4 3/4 out of 5.
I will go 4.5 out of 5 on it.
Yeah.
So definitely a solid movie, guys. Not a 5 out of 5, but we haven't really done one of those in a while. I think we've had one or two, but definitely a very, very solid film that you can feel good about watching with, well, anybody, because it's Scooby-Doo, and it's just comfort, and it's just good. So,
you know, I would have given it 5 out of 5 if I hadn't seen this movie so much that I remembered who the villains were.
Yeah.
Like, if you just sit down and watch this without any prior context, like, don't even watch our review of this. Just go watch the film first, and then you'll find out that a lot of our critiques in this, you're like, yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, guys, as far as that goes. And I guess now we have to, of course, do like we always do, and that is plug our material coming up. And so up next, of course, is our Pride Month special, Mrs. Doubtfire. So you're all welcome, every single member of our YouTube audience, whether you be of the LGBTQ persuasion or not, you're welcome for the next one that's coming.
Yeah, because honestly, you don't even have to be an LGBTQ member in order to enjoy Mrs. Doubtfire. We just wanted to do a comedy this year instead of something super dark.
And it has certain elements that pertain to it, so why not? So, and then, what's after that? I forgot.
Honestly, I don't really know.
Well, it's going to be a little bit before that happens, too. We might be able to get it done. Don't quote us on this, but we've got
probably another Lifetime movie.
We've got a few more Lifetime movies because we're gearing up towards a big video in August, and you guys are not going to want to miss that.
It's going to be a bittersweet.
But with that being said, guys, there's only one thing left for us to say today, and that, of course, is
Peace and love from Denny and Son. Bye.